fancy gear, just a podcast underground. Cheap mics buzzing, webcams blurry. Want it out there, no need to worry. Fine K66.9 is no joke. Audio so rough, makes your ears choke. But they keep talking, voices ain't broke. Budget keeps microphones stroke. We ain't got cash, just passion black. Audio crack. Rock this podcast. Crack the podcast. Crackling audio, background invite. Authentic sound in the dead of the night. Listeners tune in, nothing's ever tried. Raw and pretty, not pristine or light.
How we doing? Thanks for coming back to Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. I am Clay, and
I am Kevin.
over here.
Yeah, that way. How's everybody doing out there in the fabulous YouTube land? I hope you are having yourself a great baby Friday. I know I am having a, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a long week. It's been a long week. Work is really, I mean, I ain't got much of a booty to begin with, but they're really taking a piece out of it.
They're taking a piece out of it.
Yeah, they're definitely taking a piece out of it.
A big old chomp.
Chunks. Yeah, good old chunks.
Chunks. That just sounded gross.
I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. Clay, how's your week been? How's
Not bad. It's a normal. I mean, it's a week. It's one of those, month-long weeks, but it's a week.
I feel it. I
Yep.
definitely feel it. All right, guys. What we have for you tonight, we're going to be talking about the brand new Emeet Pixy, and we're going to be completely honest with you on how we feel about it. We did release. Well, did you release yours?
No,
Okay.
I can't. I think no.
I released my review of it.
Yes.
And it's, you know what? Let's just get into it. Let's go. Let's check it out.
Let's do that.
What is going on with this Pixie? So it is a dual camera. It is 4K, 30 frames per second, to 1080p, 60 frames per second. So it does have AI assist on it as well. Emeet Studio, it does have AI scripts, multicam setup, great. It is able to set up on PC, Mac, for Twitch, Facebook, all that good stuff right there on the computer. I will say, I think it works better on Windows than it does Mac.
Yes.
Blink focus. The autofocus. I do enjoy the autofocus on this thing. I've always liked Emeet's autofocus.
Yeah. It's
Emeet's
good.
More productive with preset modes. I do like that the PTZ is able to move around and you're able to set different presets on where you want the camera positioned. I like that. The AI chip that empowers. It does have one gesture, so you're not really getting too confused with everything. So just one gesture.
And it's just high five.
Yeah, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
I think I turned it off.
It don't matter if you have it unless you have the gesture thing turned off. Yeah,
Yeah, it's green.
Okay. 3 mic array, clear audio, live mode, noise canceling, and original sound. If you get this camera and you're going to be walking around with it, live mode works pretty good because it's able to capture your voice from far away. If you're just sitting next to it, the original sound mode I think sounds best. If you're just sitting close to it.
Yep.
But let's face it, just get an external mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And portrait mode. I didn't test this feature out, but if you're doing all the TikToks, if you want to do some TikToks or do some portrait mode stuff, you're able to do that with this camera. Whiteboard, very cool feature if you have a whiteboard. And this camera is going right now for $159, basically $160. That is your Emeet Pixy. So,
if I knew which one that was, I would hit it, but I don't.
It does look like Short Circuit Robot from the 90s.
No, it's definitely Johnny 5.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to some folks.
Go ahead.
King Paco, thanks for jumping in first. How you doing? Pamela Hicks hasn't been here in a while. How you doing?
I hope Pamela's doing pretty good out there.
William May, he said, "What's up, fellas?" Anthony Lewis, how we doing? And that's it.
That's it. William May did have a question. He goes, is this the camera that moved with you? Yeah,
yes,
it is. It is. King Pocket says, what are you saying? It sucks. It stinks. I didn't know.
Nope, not at all.
Not at all.
Don't take that.
Matter of fact, I have a challenge for you guys. I have a challenge. What camera am I using? Am I using the Pixy or am I using my original camera, the Emeet S800? I'll put two. Hold on.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Which one am I? Which one is the Pixy? The one on the left or the one on the right? You tell me. I don't think that there's a huge difference.
You want to know what's weird?
What's that?
Your one on the right looks a lot like mine.
A little bit.
It does.
A little bit.
But while you're showing them, while they're choosing that, I'm gonna give them a sample of the follow mode.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. There you go. And we get a tour of Clay's office.
Hooked up, but there is the tracking mode. I mean speaker. I'm not using the mics. Oh, it found me.
Yeah, found you. All right, some guesses here. So the Pixy, we may said is the one on the right. That's only one guess. Any more guesses before I reveal which one is the Pixy and not the one I normally use? We may said it's the one on the right.
Okay, so out of your two, he's picking the one on the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of the two. So I'm curious. William May says right. And any more guesses? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for more guesses.
Let me look and see. Nope. William May.
Nope, just William May.
William May. Paco, you want to take a gander? Which one is the Pixy?
Put the Nintendo Switch down, Paco. Put it down for just 2 seconds and tell us which one you think is the Pixy. Hey, Miss K.
What's happening, Miss K?
How's it going, Miss K? I do believe your package from the Mod Squad should be arriving soon. So, congratulations on your win.
Miss K, just so you know, I think you missed it. We are asking everyone. By the way, Miss K. Why?
I don't know.
Why? Oh, there it goes. Anyway, Miss K, we have asked everybody, out of Kevin's two pictures, which one is the Emeet Pixy, the left or the right? What's up, Christopher Cult? Is that Christopher Cult?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it usually says Christopher Cult, and it's not a wolf.
So everyone's saying it's the one on the right. It's set for Chris.
I don't know
Colt.
if that's. I don't know. Is that Colton? Did he change his logo?
I don't know. It's Christopher.
It's Christopher.
It's Christopher. So, is that you, Christopher Colt? I'm not sure, but Anthony Lewis said it's the one on the right. King Paco says the one on the right. Miss K says it's the one on the right. It is
The one on the left.
Did I take it off? Hold on.
I don't know.
There we go. No, it's the one on the left, guys.
Yep. Yeah, so Kevin's normal one is the Emeet S800. It does not have tracking mode, and so if that kind of helps you out. But yeah, ironically, your Emeet S800 looks the picture kind of looks similar to mine, except it looks a little darker.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which is weird because that was one of my complaints. Is my room is not dark right now. It is very bright.
No, it's not. So okay, I'm gonna remove the S800 and I'm going to continue with the
Pixy.
Pixy. Make sure I'm
The Pixy.
Make sure I remove the right one. I'm pointing directly at the Pixy. S800 Pixy. S800 Pixy.
Yeah, yeah. He did. Christopher was the only one that guessed correctly.
Yeah, he was. Congratulations. So I'm guessing y'all think that this has pretty decent video quality.
What?
Does not suck. and dang it, I initiated. But I do want to show that off. Actually, I do. I'll turn off the tracking, set it to initial position. I do want to show that off to where you can set different positions. Say I'm here, but I want to show something over here. I can just show it that way. If I want to show something off, I could turn it without having to adjust my webcam. Or say I want to show something on my desk. Boom, like my fantastic skull here.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Scully. I could do that and bring it back to the initial position.
It's groovy.
I don't think that this is a bad webcam. I will say my thoughts on this webcam are it takes a lot to adjust it. If you're using the original, the auto things, the auto presets on them, it's going to be grainy. It's going to be kind of funky. You're going to have to adjust your lighting in your room. You're going to have to adjust your presets.
Yep.
It did take me, it took me 15 minutes to get it to look like this, but it did take time. This is with my presets,
it's the Kama
my
Sutra
effects.
of cameras.
It is the Kama Sutra of cameras.
Many positions.
Yeah.
What's kind of what makes me wonder is there is an option in there for low light enhancement. And
There used to be, at least.
Or there was, yeah. So they updated the software and that's gone, which I guess I don't know. In my opinion, so far, and I gotta redo my video because it doesn't look right. I'm struggling with the dark background and having that fuzzy look. But I watched numerous videos today, and this thing looks beautiful with a very bright room. And I'm not just saying a well-lit room. I'm saying a very bright room, like white walls, or at least lighter colors.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to do really well.
It does struggle with a dark background. With lighting, you really got to crank up room light. You got to crank up. And I will say, here I'll even go to effect real quick. If I lower my EV any more, like that, this is right out the box with my EV. That's horrible.
Right.
But I've adjusted it to here. And if I go any lower to bring in any more light, which that looks good, but now I'm
you
a
get
little
them trails, yeah.
I'm a little traily.
A little too much motion blur.
It just don't look right. It's like I'm losing frames per second or something. Like there's something really bad. I don't like that. So I keep it on mine. it's -5. My EV is -5, and I have PC. Clay has Mac, and his sliding scale for his
It's
EV
different.
is completely different. But that's really the only thing that's different is just that EV.
I think so far anyway. What we've noticed is that's the only difference.
Yeah.
It's it's been frustrating because I've made this video and I just don't like it. I'm like, no.
It's grainy. It's
grainy.
real grainy.
And
yeah.
and then even this right now. So like, just to give you an idea, my studio lights, I have 2 of them, and they're big ones. They're like 10 by 12, or I think they're 12-inch studio lights, LED panels, full spectrum of light. And normally, all my videos, every time you guys see us on here, every week for the last year, I keep them at 1%. And it's way brighter than this. These are at 25% right now. I can go brighter, but then it's just gonna be.
It'll be too much for.
Yeah.
So I've got a strain on Clay's eyes. Yeah.
I bumped up my overhead light to 100%. That's normally at 50. I put a lamp above there, shining up to bounce some light off of my white ceiling. And it's still relatively dark because of what we had to adjust.
Yeah, and this is the best we could get Clay's camera to look without damaging Clay.
I'm looking for that.
Clay's area. But again, workable if you adjust it.
Yeah.
However, at the price point of $159. Price is subjective. It's going to be better than your built-in camera on your laptop. It's going to be better than a $50 webcam. So I'm not going to say it's bad because it's not bad.
No,
because,
I don't think it's bad. I think it's a light in color. I think it's a color situation.
And like Christopher said, they still need to work on their firmware and software. This is brand new.
Yeah.
This is brand new, so they are working on that. I've been in contact with them. I've told them that they need to change they need to build in a dark mode on their studio. So yeah.
What does he mean? It really shows.
The 1080p really shows in Clay's over Kevin's. That's because I have my contrast down a little. I could bump my contrast up a little bit.
So that's the other thing from what I've been finding out over the last month or so. The best that what I think looks the best is 1080-30. If I start going up to 1080-60 or 2K, I think it's 2K-30, or if I go to 4K-30, it gets way worse. To me, it doesn't look better.
I think Clay looks too dark, but that's me. And again, that's going to be subjective to viewers, Like I still think I think I'm a little too dark right now.
You're a little too dark as well, but you've got more brightness. I can see it because I see that like frosted look. Almost like it's fog.
Yeah. I'm adjusting it. I don't see. There we go. That's not bad right there.
But I'm telling you, if we had nothing but like cream colored or light beige walls or white walls or like eggshell colored walls, it's such a big difference. Or natural daylight. Because I watched multiple videos on this thing today alone, and they were all gorgeous looking. I was like, oh wow, why does mine light? And I've come to the assumption it's fighting with these dark colors.
Okay, William A says, sent you what I see on YouTube. Hold on. I'm going to take a quick look. And of course, I didn't get it. I have to go into my messenger. I have been not getting my messages here. And I'm doing this live and I probably shouldn't be. Give me a second, William A. I got to reset my messenger.
Will you get it after resetting?
Yeah, I got to force stop. I've had to like force stop my messenger like every 20 minutes.
So the image that I came up with for my review, I look pretty good, somewhat balanced. Up on my forehead here, there's a lot of washout, overexposure. But other than that, I looked pretty good. My eyes came out like my eyes looked good in it. Like the background is what's suffering.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a look at what we look like actually live, because that's probably gonna be the best thing. Yeah, okay, I see it. Yeah, I got like a little haze going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can see it right now.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. The haze is actually helping bring out the difference between my shirt and my background. Or else I'd probably, if I had a different shirt on, I'd probably bump up the contrast a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I have a black shirt on, so I'm gonna keep up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of like a floating head at some point, like you know what I mean?
So leading into Clay's problems with the webcam, that is going to be our talking point. It's going to lead into our talking point of, try not to let some of these small things, some of these small setbacks aggravate you to the point of, too much. Things can get aggravating, but don't let that control you. Don't let one little thing after one little thing after one little thing domino. Be the ruler of your own destiny here and take control, which is what Clay did. He's like, you know what? I'm just done with it. It is what it is at this point. It's a software issue. It's a room issue. So we're going to just leave it at that. But Clay was pretty frustrated today.
Oh yeah, I still am, but I have a solution. I still might do the video. I have to, but I think I'm going to get some white backdrops and brighten up the room a little bit.
That could help. That really could help.
And that might even be a different look for my channel from now on. So we'll see.
And I really do agree with you, Christopher. At the price point, there is another option that's better. But we do. I won't say, you know what, it is better, but I don't want to say that's what we do. We offer options. If you want to go with Emeet, or you could go with the OBSBot. There are other options, especially if you like to tinker with things. If you really like to tinker with things, the Emeet Pixy is the way to go, because you're going to tinker with it all the time.
William May has an issue with his working with EV Mux.
Yeah, and that's a EV Mux issue. It happens, especially if it's mobile. I've noticed that a lot of mobile, when people try to come in mobile on EV Mux, there's more of an issue.
Yeah.
It's better to have like a dedicated computer or something like that with EV Mux. But do you want to elaborate on? Yeah, OBSBot is a good webcam. Had it on sale for $143 for Prime Day, which is coming up again. So if anybody's interested, they can pick up the Emeet, which I do think $159 is a bit high. It will drop. I guarantee.
I don't even want to show mine because of that.
So the bugs are a future. Yeah. Well, it's more of I don't know, man. It's more of they need to update their firmware a little bit more. I think there's some bugs in the firmware, and I won't say bugs, but flaws in the firmware that they need to correct.
Well, software-wise, the dark mode would be a big help, because when you're trying to adjust things like saturation and brightness and contrast and hue, and when you're trying to dial in your image, it's hard because the software is unchangeable and it's white and it's bright. So the whole time you're making your adjustments, you have this bright light, and then when you minimize the software, now that's gone, and you have to, so you have to kind of adjust, minimize it, look at it, go back in, adjust, minimize it, look at it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So dark mode would be great.
Yeah. And I have talked with the team from Emeet, and I do believe that is on the way. had it up.
I did too. Well, they didn't. It wasn't a discussion. It was just me telling them, hey.
I've had a discussion with them like through chat.
Yeah.
Through,
Yes.
yeah.
I know. I didn't do that.
Harvey's Hooligans, what's up, my man? So we do have a poll, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a poll, and I am curious. Let's check out that poll.
Roll that poll footage.
What is your biggest challenge starting a podcast? Money, time, software, consistency. These can all be challenges. Money, though, should not be a challenge because myself and Clay have both put out videos to where all you need
Use a phone.
is a phone to start. That's really not a
Phone
issue.
Your next step after that would be a relatively good budget microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Plug it right into your phone, and away you go.
Yep, a good budget USB microphone. My suggestion is either the Profile 3, if that's really all you need, if you don't care about jumping up to XLR. But if you want to start with something that sounds good with USB-C and you eventually want to move to XLR, Clay, do you have a suggestion?
I do. The AM8, the Fine AM8 is my choice.
And I agree.
And it's cheaper.
It is cheaper. It is cheaper. But however, the Profile 3 is all metal. It's a better build quality.
It's a really good microphone. I'm just saying, it's a condenser. The AM8 is a dynamic, so you don't have to worry about room treatment as bad. Lower cost. We're all about budget.
Exactly.
I still like the Profile 3. That's an amazing microphone. Just telling you the differences,
Oh, no, definitely. All right.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean, man.
Paco said, "Thank you for choosing my microphone." Oh, the AM8. Yeah.
The AM8.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good microphone.
AM8. You know what? Let me do this real quick.
See, very similar. Brightness wise, and that's got a little less of that haze. What's the price point on that one? Okay. Yeah. That looks good to me. I mean, but see that I don't like that haze. But it is too dark though. Boom, 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 boom. They're saying they can't hear you. Says Kevin is mute. No. Says we can't hear you, Kevin. I hear you.
How about now? Can you hear me now? I see what it is. It looks like my second.
Oh, you don't
cam's
have
muted.
the microphone connected in that one?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll just continue to use the Pixie.
Je picture.
I'll just use the Pixie.
Clay and Silent Kevin. That's funny.
I'll just use. Sorry, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the second camera not having the mic attached to it. So, apologies.
I'm going back and just looking. Yeah. Hey, I'm looking at
Thank
Christopher.
You, Chad. Thank you very much.
AI software should have a dark mode. It's useful for Yep.
I agree.
Yep, definitely, because it's a struggle trying to adjust image quality when you've got a bright light and then you turn the bright light off and everything looks different.
Yeah, it looks duller. Darker.
Darker.
Words are hard.
Dog.
William May said it's completely fine. Kevin being silent. He's tired of hearing my voice anyway.
It's fine. Silent Kevin.
And Clay, you get to run the show. I'll just sit here and be quiet. Yeah. I want to check in on the poll again real quick.
Oh, let's get out of that.
Mainly because I like the transition. Let's see. All right, it looks like time. Time's winning on this one.
Time.
Time.
It is a struggle.
It is
struggle.
Side. Yes, it is. Sorry.
Oh, you singing?
Yeah. Well, no, I was trying.
You're like, no, I was trying. Same thing.
Yeah.
Singing.
So it looks like, yeah. And like we said, that for the one person who said money, all you need is a phone. Hit record.
Yeah.
You're good to go. Good to go. And a lot of times you can even take what you record and run it through some editing software and make the audio better.
Yeah. It depending on what phone you have, you can make that better too. The new iPhone 16s have an option in there where it will studio mode your audio, and it actually is really, really good.
Sang it, Kevin.
Sang it.
Sang it.
That was like, is that like a 60s
What
or 70s?
Time is on.
Was that when that's from though?
I have no idea.
But you know the song.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think I'm singing the right words, but
Yeah, no, that's a time is on my side. Something like that.
yes, it is.
You got it.
So,
Hence the
Hello.
money for a better phone. Yes, that's true. That is true.
but if you already have one and you're carrying around in your pocket, you're good to go, man.
Let's
If
say
you-
you've got a phone that doesn't have that great of a camera, but it's got a USB-C port. You get yourself an AM8, you plug it in, and you sound good. And at least if you sound good, everybody's going to pay attention.
Yeah, because audio is definitely more
Yeah.
important than video.
I can hang in there a little bit longer if it sounds good versus looking good.
Look, if there is a great production quality and there's amazing shots and just completely 8K videos playing,
The whole thing sounds
with
like
the
this.
whole thing
Yeah,
sounds like
I
this,
wouldn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
or sounds like this with crackling, and I'm
Yeah.
not watching that.
Then it's
enough,
like,
man. It
ah.
hurts my ears. Can we go back to Sonic, Kevin? William May, I got 2 words for you.
No.
Absolutely not.
Oh, there you go. There's 2. Yeah.
Sorry, it's got to look good over. No.
I mean, maybe him. I won't.
Yeah.
I absolutely won't watch something if it sounds horrible.
Especially, I mean, because if you can't understand, if you can't understand what they're saying, yeah, then what's the point of seeing what they're seeing?
Yeah.
What's on the?
I mean, if you think about it, they first came out with podcasts. What we do, we call podcasting, but it's really not. This is like a video podcast. Podcasting
vodcast.
is just audio.
We're vodcasting. Is what we're doing.
Vod.
Vodcasting.
It sounds like we're like from Sweden. We're vodcasting, yeah.
Oh, there you go, Harvey Hooligans. He
What?
says he has a little mic to plug in with a wind guard to go live at races Saturday night.
Yeah.
There you go, man.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, matter of fact.
Now, are you broadcasting like PA system, or are you recording yourself, or what?
There's one for you.
There you go. I'm curious. I'm curious. What do you actually use, Harvey Hooligans? Do you know the brand name it is, or anything?
Yeah, me too.
Miss K's dying over there laughing.
What? From our singing?
I guess. I know. I'd be laughing at it too.
Yeah.
It's terrible, I'll tell you. Terrible.
Terrible, man. This is terrible.
Just one to Facebook and Amazon, and it's an Amazon one. I got you. I got
so
you.
like an Amazon Basics.
Yeah. And so you are broadcasting. So I'm guessing it's wireless. So like a lav mic. There's.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What, Ted the Bear? What's that?
Ted
Like-
the Bear.
like
It's
Ted?
a movie. Yeah, Ted. The
Like-
movie Ted.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Yeah. Not
How
Mark
did I sound like
Wahlberg,
the bear?
Well, that's Seth MacFarlane.
Something.
It's basically
It is Seth
basically
MacFarlane.
Peter Griffin. You sounded like Peter Griffin without the laugh. Yeah.
I've
Pam
never
Hicks.
tried to do Peter Griffin.
Well, I hope not. That'd be weird.
It's no weirder than something coming on your face.
Yeah, this is true. But you know what? If that's what we don't judge here. This is a judge-free zone.
Yes.
Pam Hicks said live entertainment. How are you doing, Pam? It's been a while since I've talked to you. I know.
She be doing very Pammy-ish.
Yeah. How you enjoying the new house? I hope it's nice. What? No, we're talking about lights.
Light.
The light bouncing
that
off the
comes onto
wall
your
and coming
face.
on your face. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. William.
You got a dirty mind, not
Yeah,
us.
don't make us out to be the bad guys, huh?
Pulling us down with you.
Yeah. I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah. How you doing?
So, yeah, that's really all we wanted to talk about was the Pixie. Does anybody have any questions
Yep.
about the Pixie or feeling frustrated about anything?
Something? Anything?
Yeah, anything. Just getting, I
Because
mean,
we are also psychologists. We would, we're like a therapist. You can talk to us.
I don't have a degree, but I play one on YouTube.
Yes. I watched some videos and I think I'm good.
I saw this one episode of Dr. Phil one time. So now I'm qualified to answer any questions.
He feels fresh. Know you, Joe. How you doing?
No, Joe said the concept of audio matters the most. You know what? And it went away. So now
I'll read it for you if you want.
Yeah.
He says the concept of audio matters most. Opposes an interesting question. What percentage of deaf people watch YouTube? And what is important to them that keeps them watching?
I would imagine quite a bit of people because my ex-wife it was completely deaf, and I know she watches YouTube, and so I'm pretty sure because you can put subtitles on things.
Yeah, I mean it's really personal preference.
Yeah,
to be honest, but for me,
And-
my preference is it's got to sound good.
definitely. Yeah, that is mine.
I'm
as well.
not of the deaf. I am of the hearing, so for me that's an important factor.
I mean, I know sign language. If you want to talk.
Right.
Do you prefer AI webcams over standard webcams? I like the mixture of them, Miss K, because especially if you're talking about like autofocus, AI autofocus, something where if I was to do this, see how fast I was? I didn't even really see that focus in on it. You know what I mean?
Pretty good.
Now it may take a minute to come back to me, but if I was to put it in, that was fast.
Kevin, you got to pick some better words, man.
You gotta get the mind out the gutter. And I like my words. I mean what I say. So Harvey Hooligan said it's a wireless lavalier mic. So I'm sure it's a good one. If you ever need recommendations, just let me know and I can recommend you. And let me know your budget. I can recommend you another lavalier microphone, maybe one that cuts out some background noise if you need it to. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, and you guys blame me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Nope. Can't make me. Let's see. What about you, Miss K? What do you prefer? Do you prefer a webcam, AI webcam, or other? Because
that should have been our poll.
Yeah. You know what? Write that down, Clay, so we won't forget. That may be that's a good one. That's a good one. So yeah, I know Clay for the most shows uses his phone as a webcam.
Yep.
I use the Emeet S800 most times. I may start bringing in the Pixie every once in a while because like I said, I do like the fact that I'm able to,
So she's sold on AI cams. I like that, yeah, but
yeah.
So
Especially if I'm doing an unboxing.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Or I mean, the only thing about it is I don't get up and walk around a lot, so there's no when I'm doing a show, I don't get up and walk around a lot, so there's really no need for me to get a tracking webcam.
So, William May, what's he saying? Could you do this show
in 2 weeks from the phones and show us?
Okay, well, you see my phone every week.
Yeah.
I'll show you mine right now.
I don't have an. I guess I can hook up a.
Yeah, you could.
I could.
Like you have a good one.
Yeah, I can use my phone if I remember.
There you go. That is my phone. That is my old. It's an iPhone 13, but it's 3 cycles old now. This is my phone.
And that is showing how much light is actually in Clay's room.
You see how bright it is right now? This is how, I'm telling you, like I've got a little spot in front of my eyes because I've got one light right here that's just killing me.
And you go.
How does it look? How does it look with all this light? I don't usually have my room this well lit.
It don't look as good. I mean,
So you
it
like
looks
the
good.
darker. You like the darker
yeah.
tone. You like just the mood.
Yeah, because you look washed out.
Yeah.
And that's because of all the light.
I can't even see it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look bad, but
William May said, bright as hell.
bright as hell, go back to the dark. Yeah, well, normally I'm using this camera without this, but like these lights right here, I usually have at 1%. Right now they're at 25. I've got an additional video light over here that's completely turned all the way up, and I don't usually have that. I've got this one at 100%, and it's usually at 50. And then I've got an extra lamp back there that I never have. So all of that is all usually off and turned almost all the way down on my normal stuff.
And I really do think it's a Mac versus PC issue because I don't have any additional lights in my room.
And yours looks a lot better. Yeah, it could just be software.
Now,
versions.
I will say I am maxed out at brightness on using the brightness setting for at being -5 EV.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say that, but this is usable.
Go back to the dark side.
Yeah, this is how my other camera looks.
Do you want me to show the other one, or should I keep that out of it?
I don't know. You can use it.
So what do we think of this?
Yeah, that one is the OBSBot.
OBSBot Tiny 2 Lite. This is the OBSBot Tiny 2 Lite. And this one to me looks really good, and I haven't adjusted it. I just started using it like a week ago.
I like how you're using it too, by the way. I want to tell you that. Yeah.
Do you? Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I didn't know. It's new. It's to help with unboxings. So I kind of wanted to do this instead of my old overhead stuff.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go back to
Go back to the Pixie.
Dissin.
You see,
So
yeah, it's just different. I think it's because I can't
you
even say
lose
there's-
me a lot.
Yeah. Because you kind of get lost in the background. Now, if you had on a
Yeah.
different color shirt, it'd probably be better.
Maybe. I'm going to do a different colored background because black's my thing. So,
It's all good, baby. All
Yep.
good. All good.
yeah.
All good. Any more questions, guys? I'm curious.
The man of many angles.
What camera is Clay using now?
Okay, what camera? This is the Emeet Pixy. This is the Emeet Pixy. Do you need to see the others, Joe, or did you already see them?
And I'm
Or
using
Joe,
the
Bill.
I'm using the Emeet Pixy as well, and this is my normal camera. Let me make it as big as I can here. This is my normal camera. This is the Emeet S800. I think that the picture quality is it's comparable. However,
Okay, he saw the others.
okay. However, I still think I like the S800 a little bit more. I'm able to work with the settings a little bit more in there. But the Pixie is not, it's not bad. The Pixie is probably going to be a secondary camera for me. And now I
Yes.
can remove
Yeah.
that one. Okay.
Yields.
Yeah, boy.
All right. Where are we at?
I don't know. We're okay,
Harvey's
Kevin.
Hooligans. Okay, Kevin. They will have a screaming nitro. They will have screaming nitro engines. How do I try to work around that environment?
All right.
It's tough, but
It is tough, but it's doable. They do make
noise
the-
canceling mics.
Yeah, noise canceling mics. You won't get rid of all of it. You won't get rid of all of it, but you will. They do make mics that will suppress a lot of that background noise. So I think the Hollyland Mark.
The ones I have, the Hollyland Mark II or
Yeah.
Hollyland. What is it? Hollyland Lark M2.
Yeah.
And it, you know what's funny? I said that like I was reading it, and it's not on there.
You got the bag and goes, oh, it's the
I'm like-
Hollyland Mark too. It's not on here. I'm just. But yeah, those
those
are a good
those were good.
suggestion.
You want to know? Unbelievably, does everybody remember or still know? You can still find them. Those little tiny ones that look like a little miniature handheld mic that
Mm-hmm.
you just plug right in to your phone. You have a little
Oh, yeah,
dongle, and they're wireless, and you can clip them on. Those things have incredible noise canceling, and they're like $20 and you get two.
Yeah. Hollyland Lark 2. So, okay. Yeah. I just couldn't remember the actual name.
That's
I was
not what
in the
these are,
ballpark.
though.
I was in the ballpark. William May says, so what do you prefer to use as your everyday camera overall since the new add-on? The Emeet S800
M2,
M2. Yeah.
not the twos. Those are different.
I like those because
Those are
aren't
probably
the,
good too.
yeah, aren't the mics magnetic to where you can put them anywhere?
They are, and they work excellent. Like you can say you're wearing a hat.
Mm-hmm.
You know the thickness of the bill of like a baseball cap.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like a good eighth of an inch. The magnet works through that.
Is that what you have, Harvey Hooligans? Or was you just saying what we were saying?
But the magnet will work through that thickness.
Mm-hmm.
That eighth, it works. So like I've used them when I did the review for them. I put my hat on, and I put the mic almost right out in front of where my nose is on the bill of the hat, and it was like a really cool position because you could barely see it.
And it probably picked up your voice really well.
Yeah. No, it does a good job. And then they've got a necklace, like a lanyard, and it's magnetic. And then there's little magnetic clips if you wanted to use the clips, but you kind of don't need them, you know.
Okay, so that's not the one he was talking about. King Paco wants to know if Miss K's still here because we were talking about the Switch earlier. Yeah. Miss K, how are you enjoying the Switch? That's what I'm curious.
She seems to be enjoying it pretty well.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Clay's voice carries a lot more than most people's. Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah, it's higher octaves. Right?
That big old baritone. You got that big old baritone.
There you go.
Yeah.
Baritone.
Miss K says she really likes this Nintendo Switch. I'm still on the fence about getting one. I probably won't because my wife probably won't let me.
That's yeah. I mean, but that's Miss K's thing.
Oh, it definitely is. And she's good at what she does. So, good night, guys.
Yes.
If you haven't watched Miss K's channel, go check her out.
Go check her out. Yeah, I watch sometimes. I don't often comment that much because I don't know nothing about. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm watching her videos for the quality, like the video quality.
Yeah.
How she did her picture in picture. I'm listening to how good she sounds. You know, because I'm not a gamer. So
she sounds good though because
yeah.
I think she's using the tank.
Yeah, she got a bunch of different stuff. She got that shiny one, that gold one.
Oh yeah,
that one's cool.
That is cool. Looks good on camera too. And
yeah.
You know me. Not only has to look good. I mean, not only has to sound good, but it needs to look good too.
Yeah.
Spending, yeah.
What?
Ooh, spending 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing that. Mm-mm.
So accessory altogether, everything he bought that went with it.
King Bucko, all power to you, homie. All the power to you. Hey, I don't have time to game as much as I used to, so
it's hard. I like gaming, but it's hard.
Yeah.
For me, because it takes. I'm not real good, so like I got to play some of the levels over and over and over. You know.
And honestly, I'm more of a sports game player anyway. So,
although when I first got my PS5, I played. I forget which one. I think it was Spider-Man Miles Morales. And I was done with the game in like less than 2 weeks.
Wow.
And that's I didn't even that's not playing it all the time. I flew through that. I like Spider-Man. I don't know why. It's like this is a good game. But I didn't collect all the things I was supposed to collect and get all the suits, but I beat the game in like no time.
But you can still go back and do all those side missions if you need to.
That's what I whenever I play it, that's what I do. I go back and do all the side missions and all the other things that I did do.
King Park Clay, you have excuses. You want to know why I have one arm, my right arm. I used to play the game, and it's hard for me. You know what? It's more of an excuse of time, not physical excuse.
Well, it's not just excuses. As much as I do like games, I like doing all these other things better. So I focus my time towards the things that I want to do the most.
But that's cool that you're able to play all those games, Paco. I enjoy watching you play your games. I watch you play. What is it? Grand Theft Auto all the time. GTA.
Bill's like, I have never completed a video game ever, dude. I swear to God, I was done with it in. It was like 8 days.
Wow.
And I was so mad too because I just bought it and I was excited, and I'm like every night, for a couple hours, and then all of a sudden I was done and I was like, oh man,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
But not, like I said, I do that with the Batman games. Like I'll go through and beat them and then go back and do all the side missions.
Do all the stuff and get all the suit upgrades and yeah.
William A says I don't have the patience to sit and game. People that do are beasts. Yeah, they are.
You know when I had the most patience and when I played the most games was when I used to be an over the road truck driver, and I had Need for Speed, and I had in my my sleeper of the semi that I drove, I had a TV, a nice good size, not real big, but it was like a 32-inch screen inside of a little truck, little cab. Had my video game, and I would on my 34-hour break, after you work 70 hours, you have to take 34 hours off and sit and do nothing. So for 14 hours in a row, I would play video games.
So I'm going to ask this question for all the gamers out there. What old school video game And old school can mean many different things to many different people. But what old school video game would you like to see remade into an updated version? I know mine.
What?
Top Gun. The NES version of Top Gun was so fun to play, and it was so hard to land the planes. Yeah.
I liked Need for Speed. I loved Need for Speed, and I loved SSX Tricky, the snowboarding game.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody remember playing that one? That was fun.
I do.
It's tricky to rock around,
Around,
you know?
That's
It's
right,
tricky.
it's tricky.
Yeah.
Tricky. All right.
Yep, I loved that game.
Stunt Island.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
What's happening, Joe? I don't know Stunt Island. But to be remade, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
Let's see. Yeah, I like the flight simulator type of games anyway, and I like the ones that you can, like, you're in a dogfight in the air. I like those type of games. Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt. Oh man, yeah, they need to come out with the guns nowadays. I bet Duck Hunt would be
Those
great
big orange and gray guns.
Yeah, but I bet Duck Hunt would be a great VR game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it would. It would actually. If you had like a little shotgun version and you were doing like, you know,
Yeah.
as the ducks flew up. Yeah.
Duck
Just
Hunt
kind of a
VR.
point shoot, not aiming.
Oh. You're on it, Miss K. You're on it.
What?
I like that. We shoot Duck Hunt. Her and William May both said Duck Hunt, so yeah. All right, guys. Any more questions at all? Anything at all? What's everybody having for dinner? We haven't talked about food all day, episode.
No.
All episode. So I'm
I
gonna
had hot dogs.
had Jack's? I had big chicken.
But you're gonna laugh. We had hot dogs 2 nights in a row.
Nothing wrong with that.
My daughter and I were like, what do we want for dinner? And she's like, I kind of want hot dogs again. And I was like, seriously? And she goes, but I want chili dogs with cheese. So we ran out and grabbed everything and made it.
Clay likes the wieners. Show me your wiener.
I do. I can't deny it.
Let's see. The ducks fly up from around the stuff in your room. Yeah, it'd be pretty dope.
That would be cool. One pops up from behind your monitor.
Yeah, I'd enjoy that. Mac and cheese hot dogs.
Huh? Mac and cheese. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese, hot dogs. Yes, last night I did baked beans on the hot dog.
I do cheese whiz hot dogs.
Yeah, those are
Take
good.
the little.
Oh,
spray,
really? Like the little can?
Yep.
Oh.
It's not messy.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
Not
No,
messy.
tonight I did the mild cheddar, the Fritos, the Fritos, the little cans, the pop top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used that to put on there.
Homemade beef stroganoff.
Ooh, yeah.
Dude,
Ooh, yeah.
Anthony Lewis. That sounds amazing.
Number. My wife makes homemade chicken and broccoli Alfredo. Like she makes homemade Alfredo sauce. Oh, it's so good.
I don't think I've ever had homemade Alfredo sauce.
Oh, it's so much better than the jar, dude.
Beanie
And I'm a
weenie?
jar like
Ooh.
spaghetti sauce. Yeah, beanie weenies.
No. He's posing a question. Beanie weenies or Vienna sausages?
Beanie weenies. But I like Vienna sausage, just not as much.
I'm gonna go Vienna sausages.
I got Spam tonight.
The barbecue. Oh, you did?
I got Spam, but it's just bacon flavored.
I got some of that. That's
I couldn't
pretty good.
find we didn't have teriyaki and the spicy, none of those.
The Korean barbecue.
Nope, none of that. Just bacon. Oh no, I'm sorry, bacon and maple.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the maple.
I like maple sausage, maple bacon,
Yeah.
but I don't know about maple Spam.
The maple bacon is okay. I don't like it in my ramen as much as some of the others.
No, I mean like regular bacon.
Oh, okay.
Actual bacon, maple glazed
Yeah,
bacon
yeah.
is super good.
I
Super good.
I like taking my bacon spam and cutting it up and throwing it in my grits.
Yeah. Oh, you have grits?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Throw some.
That's what I got the spam for.
For breakfast every morning, I have cheese grits and
Yep, me too.
two over easy eggs on top.
Mine are
and-
scrambled.
And yeah, because you don't like the runny yolk. Yeah,
Yep.
I get it. And some sort of meat and
Yep.
maybe
And is it all mixed together?
yeah.
Dude, are you serious? Because I have almost probably 9.5 times out of 10. I do grits, cheese grits,
Mm-hmm.
with just a little bit of butter, and then I make up 2 scrambled eggs with garlic, salt, and onion powder, and then a little bit of pico, hot sauce, and sour cream, and then sausages, like the brown and serve sausages.
Yep.
And I just chop them up all real small, and then put it all in there and mix it all together. And
Oh yeah, that's what I do. I put them in a bowl, all that stuff in a bowl, mix it up.
that is weird that you do that almost every morning.
Yeah.
Because I do it.
Yeah.
My kids pick on me. They like,
And
oh,
it's-
you're eating your grits again? Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Well, not only that, it's a good hearty breakfast. Like
It is.
It carries through most of the day.
Almost all day long.
Yeah.
It's because of the grits, and they're like a decent carbohydrate.
Yeah. All right, guys. I do believe we're gonna go ahead and end
Yes.
this right now, guys. Thank you so much for joining. We wouldn't be nothing
Yes,
without
Harvey.
you.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm just acknowledging somebody rooting me on with that because it's so good. It's
It
I
is
make.
good. It's
Nom.
amazing. I have been out of pocket for a while. How was your Dallas trip, Kevin? It was great, man. It was really good. I got a bunch of cool autographs. I got a bunch of cool artwork. It was really fun.
He
All right,
said
good.
nom nom, and
Nom
I want to
nom.
just say one more thing. Grit, what we just talked about, that breakfast for me is one of those foods when I get done eating it and I'm scraping the bowl, I'm going,
Yeah,
I actually go,
it's good.
yeah.
I'll say I leave about 10% in my bowl and then I'll put the rest in the dog bowl because
Oh,
my dog has to have the last bite.
I eat it all. It's mine.
My dog gets my last bites of almost everything. So, all right, guys, that does it for this episode of Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. So for Clay, I am Kevin saying, if we don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
and
night.
Have a good
See you later.
evening.
Bye.
Have a good evening, and I forgot
See
that.
ya.
There it is.
Are you hitting the button?